There have been several attempts at a dual screen laptop. My favorite so far has been the Lenovo Yoga 9i, but even that gives you two screens but no built-in keyboard and mouse, so it's not a true dual screen laptop. Acemagic has released a true dual screen laptop with the X1. We'll be taking a full look at the X1 right after a word from this video sponsor. Opera One R2 brings tons of tools and features for the power user and the multitasker, helping you to get more done more efficiently. A few of my favorite new features include the player, which allows you to control your music and videos without interrupting your browsing activities. If you want to pause or skip a song, you can do so by hovering over the player icon on the sidebar. No need to switch tabs. Video pop-out allows you to control the videos you're watching by making them pop out as a floating module, and you can view the video from any tab. With Opera One R2, you can totally customize your entire browser experience with the new themes. Alter the entire theme of your browser, including animated backgrounds, UI colors, browser sounds, and more. My favorite new feature has to be split screen. Simply drag down one of the tabs and it will split your screen into two. This allows me to research on one side of the screen while creating content on the other. The new Opera One R2 brings intuitive tab grouping with tab islands. Tab islands allows me to group my tabs based on context. This really comes in handy when I'm doing research for maybe the next Samsung Galaxy launch event. I can pull up all the news feeds, and instead of having 30 open tabs, I can have all of those in one simple tab island. It really just helps me to keep my browser organized. The new Aria command line allows you to access Aria AI from anywhere within the browser by simply pressing Control and / Aria pops up, and you can ask it anything you want without having to lose the tab that you're on. With Aria right there on the sidebar, you can very easily access generative AI for generating images. With all these incredible new features, Opera One R2 is definitely the most advanced browser out there. You can go ahead and grab it today by hitting the download link in the description. The most impressive feature of the X1 by Acemagic is definitely the dual screen setup. So you've got two 14-inch 1080p displays, and the secondary display is equal in quality to the first display, which is something that I haven't seen on other dual screen laptops. Usually one screen is quite a bit smaller, or like in the case of the Yoga 9i, you've got two really great screens, but no attached keyboard and mouse. If you're a power user that really needs two screens to get your work done, this is an excellent setup. This has a very sturdy hinge that allows you to unfold the second screen so you get a side-by-side screen. You can also fold the second screen around to the back side. That way you can share what you're viewing with someone that's sitting across from you. Another thing that I really like about the hinge setup here is that it doesn't flop around or fold around. The hinge is sturdy enough that everything stays put. When the secondary display is folded around to the back, it attaches with a magnet. Once again, very sturdy here. Changing between screens is very simple and easy. Thanks to a 4-button configuration, you can use this as a single screen laptop by pressing the A button. The B button throws the content over to the B side. You have a dual screen button, which allows you to have two separate screens for that dual screen multitasking setup. With the mirroring option, this would definitely be perfect for sharing your screen with someone that's sitting across from you. The dual screen experience here is definitely second to none. This is by far the best dual screen experience on a laptop that I've seen or that I've tried. That being said, it does have its downsides. Using that secondary display is going to drain your battery much faster. You should be able to get about 4 hours of battery life when you're using this in dual display mode. I think the main draw of this laptop is definitely the ultimate dual screen experience. When it comes to performance, this is great for just daily tasks. If you need to surf the web, grab some emails, watch video on one side while you're scrolling the internet on the other. Maybe you want to do research on one side while you write a paper on the other. There are definitely some use cases here. With the 12th generation Core i7 processor, that's 3 generations behind the Lunar Lake processor. This isn't exactly the snappiest and fastest laptop that's out there. You do get 16 gigabytes of RAM and 1 terabyte of storage here. The keyboard here does feel pretty comfortable, but is a little bit mushier than, say, the keyboard on my MacBook Pro or my Surface 15, but it's still definitely very usable. The only complaint that I actually had about this keyboard is the right side shift key, which my pinky tends to miss because it's not full sized. The trackpad here is accurate and fluid. I didn't really have any qualms with that. This does have have the dual screens, but other than the fact that there are two of them, the screens are not overly impressive. They don't get super bright, and they're not very vibrant when it comes to the colors, but it is nice to have two of them. At nearly 4 pounds, this laptop is quite a bit heavier than other similarly sized laptops. Of course, that is to be expected considering that this has an entire extra display. This is also pretty thick at 21 millimeters. It's not really a compact laptop. If you're more worried about production and efficiency, having that dual screen may be a good trade-off. I do think it's worth mentioning here that the X1 comes from a smaller company, Acemagic. They're more known for their mini PCs, not so much for laptops. Not so long ago, Acemagic actually released a laptop that had a malware pre-installed, which to their credit, they did work very quickly to fix that issue. I did thoroughly check my X1 and it did not have any kind of viruses or malware built into it, so that may just be a one-off, but it is there again worth mentioning. Overall, the Acemagic X1 is definitely a very usable laptop with that extra benefit of having that second display. It's the only laptop that I've seen with a truly usable two-display setup. I'll be sure to leave links in the description of where you can find out more information about the Acemagic X1 and where you can pick one up for yourself. That about wraps it up for this video. Thanks guys for watching. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next one.